What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Patriots Specialized. Today's episode, we are getting this stuff done this week. Looking like a pretty good week, so stick around. We're going to talk about it in just 1 minute.
We ride across these plains and prairies, rocky mountain highs, fade off into the distance like ghost riders in the sky. Black smoke and white line, steel horses side by side. It's more than just a living, y'all. Hell, it's our way of life. We're the last of the cowboys.
All right. So, last episode, I got that, man, what the heck was I delivering? Oh, I delivered that, the Terragator. One of my new favorite words to say, the Terragator. Got that Terragator delivered, and we ran down to New Philadelphia, picked up a truck chassis. I didn't bother filming. You guys have seen 100 of these truck chassis. This particular one was going to Coatesville, which you've also seen that delivery, so there really wasn't a whole lot of point in videotaping that and talking about it. You guys have seen it. You know about it. There's nothing new there. It was one of the only legal loads I've hauled on this trailer. It was completely legal. Weight, dimensions, everything else was actually legal with the new setup, so that was a nice thing. Got to leave super early. So what I ended up doing was, because I had this Bradley to pick up in York, Pennsylvania on Monday, because the other guy that was supposed to load on Monday, he had an injury, had to get some a prior injury that he had to get some work done on Monday, at a doctor's appointment, so he had to get that done on Monday. So we flip-flopped, and he took Tuesday's pickup and I took Monday's pickup. So I had to run out of the house about 3:30 in the morning. Got rolling down to Coatesville, got that delivered, ran back to York, Pennsylvania, got this thing loaded up and rolled out of there, and that's when things started going bad. But I want to show you the load first, and then we'll talk about what happened after I got it picked up. So here we go. All right. We are currently sitting in, man, I don't know what town. Some town in Alabama, right off of 59 at Route 77, about 35 or 40 minutes from our delivery. Obviously, we got a Bradley on. Picked this thing up yesterday about noon. This thing is, you guys see me haul a few of these things. Nothing different about it. However, the securement's a little bit different. I wanted to talk about that and show you guys. So, because we have all half-inch chains now, our securement was a little bit different on this thing. On the back, this thing weighs about 65,000 pounds. I took it, as I always do, I took this thing all the way to the back. Didn't know if I needed to or not, and it turned out to be a little bit of a problem, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This is part of the learning curve on this thing. I screwed up a little bit and ordered my permits for the wrong weights, but that was, again, this is part of the learning curve on this thing, so lesson learned there. But we got 65,000 pounds roughly. So at 65,000, we need 32,500 pounds of securement. So with all half-inch chains, it's a beautiful thing, because these things are rated at 11,300 pounds each. We're gonna call it 11,000 to make the math easy. We need 32,500 pounds. Got two chains back here. These go all the way across, so we get full credit for both of those. So that's 22,000 right there. Obviously, got our flags on. Those are magnet flags. And up here, I put my bungee flags. Again, whatever material this is made out of, that plate back there is the only place a magnet will stick. So up front here, did the same thing, two chains all the way across. That gives us another 22,000 pounds of securement. So basically, we have 44,000 pounds of securement holding this thing in. We only need 32.5. That is a beautiful thing. If you remember from prior episodes, it takes me 6 or 7 chains of 3/8 to get these things secured properly. It takes 4 with half-inch chains. So for all you guys that said, oh, just go to half-inch, here you go. I'm in all half-inch now. I appreciate the advice, and I took it, and here we are doing that. So this is what we got going right here. This is our baby. We are, like I said, we're about 45 minutes from our delivery or so. We are running all 8 axles, mainly because we could do this on 7. We could actually do it, well, with my empty weight, we're gonna need 7, but we could do it on 7, but I'm doing it on 8 because Pennsylvania if you have a flip axle in Pennsylvania, it has to be flipped down. The reason that is because they consider that flip to be a removable item off of your trailer. And if it's a removable item and you don't have it flipped down, that's a divisible load. And they could, would they bust me for that? I don't know. I don't, would they bother me for it? Maybe, maybe not. I doubt it. But it's kind of a petty one, but they might not. But I didn't want to take that chance, so we went ahead and flipped it down. We're gonna run on all 8. We needed the pusher to be down because it's very difficult to get in Virginia. The most they'll give you on a set of drives is 44,000 pounds. So we needed that down because my drives are running about 46.5 right now. So we needed that down to cover the additional weight that was going to be on those drive tires. So because we can't permit more than 44 on a tandem. So I put the pusher down, ended up putting the third and fourth axle down because we needed a third. Had to have the fourth because of Pennsylvania, but it is what it is. We just ran on all 8. So we are getting it done. We got this going on, and then I'm going to tell you what happened. We left pickup yesterday, or yeah, we left our pickup yesterday. Actually, on the way to pickup is when it first started happening, but we're going to talk about that here in 1 minute. So be right back. All right, guys, I'm going to try to make this pretty quick because my camera's, I didn't realize my battery is quite as low as it is. So I'm going to try to make this pretty quick so that we don't lose my battery on this one. But what happened there was I left my delivery in Coatesville, Pennsylvania, and I was headed over to, in the morning, on Monday morning at 3:30 in the morning. If anybody living in Ohio, if you guys watching and you're living in Ohio, it was pretty chilly Monday morning. So I didn't need my air conditioner. I turned my heat on, rolled out, got all the way to delivery, got done at my delivery and started heading over to and it had warmed up quite a bit, and I threw on my air conditioner and something wasn't right. So it started getting warm. And it was blowing hot air instead of cold air. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So after pickup, I got this thing picked up, I got on the road, and I was kind of like, well, do I really need it or can I live without it? And I was rolling a little bit, and I decided right then that I'm a bit of a pansy. I'm a bit of a wimp about this, and I was like, man, I am not going to Alabama without air conditioning. I'm just not going to do it. So I pulled over at a TA in, man, where was that? Greencastle, Pennsylvania, right on the Pennsylvania-Maryland line on 81. I pulled into Greencastle TA. Originally, I was working with my shop, our mechanic in the shop, and we were trying to figure out, see if I could fix, maybe it's filters, maybe it was something stupid that I could easily fix. Turned out not to be the case, so I got a hold of the TA, got an appointment to get in there and get it fixed. They could get to me with like about an hour or so. So they got to me, took them about 4 hours. What it ended up being was the O-rings. There's a line that runs from the compressor into the firewall that brings the air conditioning inside. The O-rings on that line had gone bad, and they took the lines off, put new O-rings in. I had about a half a pound worth of refrigerant left in there, so obviously it had leaked out because of them O-rings. They put new O-rings in it, put it all back together, recharge the system, and it's a beautiful thing. We are blowing cold air again. So hopefully it was it, and that was all that was it. They did do a pressure test on it, and they did do a leak test, and it passed both of those. So I have no fear. It's worked all day great today, so I think we're in good shape. Got that taken care of. I ended up just staying there overnight because it just seemed stupid to leave there at 7:30 at night and then try to fight somewhere. You know, I had 2 hours I could run, but then I'd end up at a truck stop trying to fight for a parking space, and it just wasn't worth it. So I stayed there, ran down here, got parked here. I'm about 35 minutes from my delivery. We'll make that in the morning. Then, after I make delivery in the morning, then I got a load to pick up in a crane that I'm going to be picking up in Laverne, Tennessee, and it's going up to Jet, Kentucky. We're going to deliver that Thursday morning. And we got one of them big old white plastic tanks. We haven't hauled them in a long time. You saw them very early on in the channel. You saw me hauling those tanks. In fact, if you look back through my channel, take a scroll back through the channel, very early in the channel, there's one that says the best way to unload a tank, and that's a pretty good one. We just unstrapped that thing and gave it a push, and it shoved right off the edge of the trailer and just rolled off. So we're going to haul one of them things on Friday. We're going to pick it up, run up to the shop for driver's appreciation. We're going to enjoy a little bit of festivities there, and then we're going to deliver that tank next week. So let's get this, we're going to get this tank taken off, and then we're going to run up to Laverne tomorrow and get that thing, get that crane picked up and hopefully everything is going to continue to go smooth, and other than my air conditioning, it's been a pretty smooth week. So hopefully everything continues to go smooth, and I will be off a little bit early this week and be able to enjoy some driver appreciation stuff. So I appreciate everybody watching the channel. If this is the first episode you watch, you enjoy what you saw, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more. If you're a veteran coming back, you guys know I love you. You're the reason these videos keep coming. So I appreciate that. Keep the comments coming. Share the videos. Channel's growing, and I enjoy watching it. So I appreciate that. And other than that, guys, I'm gonna go get this thing. Right now I'm gonna go get a shower, get to bed. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to get this thing delivered bright and early, and we're going to run up to Laverne and pick up a crane. So stick around for the next episode to get to see that crane and that white tank. So talk to y'all soon. Everybody stay safe out there. Woohoo! We made it before the battery died. We made it before the battery died.